So welcome, my friends, to our Winter Solstice celebration. And, today is a day where we have the most hours of darkness and the fewest hours of light here in the Northern Hemisphere, the shortest day of the year, the beginning of winter. And this time and what it symbolizes can actually be a really powerful time to kind of use nature and let nature show us how to kind of hibernate or go within and kind of get into maybe like almost a cocoon state. If you were a forming butterfly, a caterpillar, you would be in your chrysalis and in that deep dark womb. It doesn't look like much is happening to the outside world, but on the inside, deep within, there's this great transformation going on. And similarly, in nature, like underneath the surface of the earth, way down deep in the ground or beneath the water in the bottom of a lake or the ocean, there's always so much activity going on. So tonight we're going to see if we can just really tap into our inner wisdom, our intuition that's centered in our gut knowing, our inner knowing that just rings true for us. And then also our heart, we're going to get in touch with those two places. And the words that are going to anchor our practice for this evening are also, for me, related to these two chakras. So one word we're going to use is surrender. And for me, surrender really takes us into the first, second, and third chakras. So really tapping us into our foundation, our bedrock, everything that makes us feel safe and secure, warm and cozy, taken care of, right? And we're just going to surrender into that with this trust. And then we're going to move into a bit of grace, which for me, grace kind of links us with our highest potential and with the divine. And for me, it's like the energy coming down from God or your highest potential source through the crown of your head, your seventh chakra, then into the sixth chakra, the third eye, and then into the throat, and then down into the heart. So we kind of have this information coming from above through grace down into our heart, and other information coming from the earth up into our bellies, suggesting surrender. So before I sound the singing bowl, I'm going to use this quote from Rumi that I really liked. And for me, it taps into these two words or concepts of surrender and grace. So he says, the universe, so that's like the divine, the universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible working force of divine grace. So I'll let that settle in, and then I'll sound the singing bowl 3 times, and you can just allow this sound to penetrate your awareness. So I invite you to lie down on your back, whether you're on the floor or you're on a bed or just some very comfortable surface. And if you need to have something under your knees to give your back some support, have that. If you need to put a pillow or a cushion or something underneath your neck or under your head, please have that. And so I invite you to just come into Shavasana, which again, Shavasana, with the palms turned upward, the hands about 15 to 18 inches away from the body, the knees rolling outward, the toes rolling outward, the front of the pelvis open. So Shavasana in yoga is the posture of surrender. So starting from this place of surrender and just noticing the flow of your breath, in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing in, noticing the gentle expansion maybe of your belly and your heart center, your chest on the inhalation, and then noticing the softening on the exhalation. So just getting in touch with your natural rhythm and flow of your breath, settling in, and then just starting at the top of your head, and we'll work on down. We're just going to first soften the forehead and the eyes, and then exhale and allow the back of the head to melt into the floor. Inhale and soften your cheekbones, your mouth. Exhale, allow the base of your skull to just release into the earth. Breathing in, softening the front of your neck. Breathing out, allowing the back of your neck to melt into the earth. Inhaling, feeling the chest and the tops of your shoulders soften. Exhaling, allowing the backs of the shoulders and the upper back to just melt into the earth. Inhaling, softening the belly, the abdomen. Exhaling, allowing the lower back to just melt into the earth. Inhaling, softening the front of your hips and your pelvis like an open, receptive bowl. Exhaling, releasing the buttocks and the sits bones into the earth, allowing them to melt. Inhaling, softening the tops of your thighs, your knees. Exhaling, allowing the backs of your thighs to just melt into the earth. Inhaling, softening the fronts of your lower legs. Exhaling, allowing your calves to just melt into the earth. And then inhaling, softening the tops of your feet and ankles. Exhaling, allowing your heels to just melt down. And then just breathing in and breathing out and letting go. Just letting go. And again, I love the word surrender, because surrender does not mean that you're giving up. Surrender does not mean that you don't care. Surrender really means that you're choosing just for a little bit to loosen your grip, loosen your ego's kind of propensity to always want to know, to predict, to have certainty, to just let that all go and open yourself up, actually, to a greater source of wisdom. So instead of your little self, your little ego, When you surrender, you open yourself up to your self with a capital S, and your self with a capital S is more in touch with your soul, what you came here onto this earthly plane with, what was yours to do, and also your connection with spirit, your highest potential, with the divine, with God, and what God's plan is for you, what the divine plan is for you. And this source of wisdom is just so much greater than we can imagine, and it opens us up to just infinite possibilities, ways of things coming together. And so just really breathing and letting go and softening and visualizing yourself becoming an open, receptive vessel for this higher wisdom, connection with God, the divine. Just being open, open. And maybe gently scan your body and see if you can notice any sensations in any parts of your body. Where are those sensations? What are they? Can you work with them? Can you soften a little bit more and release? And then we're going to take one hand, our right hand, to our abdomen and our left hand to our heart. So again, we're going to focus on these two power centers. Again, the third chakra, which is our intuition, our inner knowing, our wisdom, and again, connected more with the earthly plane. And then our heart, which is where our left hand is, the water, yin, soft side, and just gently send some energy to these two centers. Breathing in and breathing out. And then dropping a question in to your awareness. What is it that you would like to release and let go of? What is it within you that would best serve your highest self, your ability to use your precious life in a way that's meaningful? What would be helpful for you to let go of? And when you surrender and let go of whatever this is, you're making space. You're making space for something new and different to come in. So by surrendering, you're opening up to new possibilities. So just gently, if you can, just kind of noting whatever bubbled up for you. And then following up with this, what you would like to release and let go of, surrender. What would you like to bring into your life in the coming year? What would you like to have more of? What would, again, help you to align with grace, align with your highest potential, serve the world, and use your precious life in a way that's truly meaningful to you. So we're letting go of something and we're pulling in something new. And when I say something, it can be qualities, it can be habits, it could be people, it could be organizations. Really, anything can fit into that blank. But again, just really keeping yourself connected with your inner wisdom, your belly, and your heart center. And when you drop the word in or the phrase of what you want to release, it should feel good. It should feel good in your belly, and it should feel good in your heart center. It should feel true for you. Similarly, the qualities or what you want to pull in the new year, in the coming year, it also should feel really good. Feel good in your belly and feel like it's something that's going to make your heart sing. So then I'm going to have you gently tune into your breath. And again, we're just going to do a little energetic work to fortify these two centers, our belly, our solar plexus, and then our heart chakra. So we'll just breathe in to the right hand and visualize an orb of golden yellow light pulsating and nourishing this center like the sun. And then visualizing an emerald green orb of light emanating from your left hand and strengthening your heart chakra. And pulling that in. And then we'll gently bring our hands down and maybe rotate your head side to side. And then you're gently going to come up and come into a comfortable seated position. You can take your time, so I'll just tell you what's coming next. Hopefully Rick didn't fall asleep. Nope. So I would like you to take a minute or so to just get your pencil and paper, your pen and paper, if you have it, and just write down a few words that kind of describe your experience. And then if you can, in a word or several words, describe what it is that you're looking to surrender, to let go of, and what you're looking to pull in to replace that. So you're surrendering and letting go of certain things. What are they? And then what are you going to fill in the space? And again, these things are serving you in your highest potential, right? Connecting you with the divine, connecting you with grace. Okay. So then we're going to come into a comfortable seated position, and you don't have to chant along with me, but I'll just tell you what we're going to do. And if you're not comfortable seated, you could lie down for this if you prefer to be lying down, Rick. So I am going to use the beautiful mala beads that Fran gave me with the moonstone on them, and citrine, which is the sun, and then all the colors of Ukraine, which mean a lot to me. But I'm going to chant the mantra Om Namah Shivaya 108 times, and then we're going to move into just a little bit of seated meditation. So again, in my newsletter this week, I kind of told you or described what the chant means. So it's one of the most potent chants that's used in yoga and other Vedic traditions, Ayurveda, and Hinduism. And so and it connects us with the divine, with grace. So it is a chant which honors the divinity within each of us and also connects us with the divine or God. So it's this unification of our light with the great light, our, highest self with God, or your highest potential. So the small self with the larger self. And that's what the words in the chant, the syllables mean, and they also represent the chakras, and starting at the base and working its way upward and then up into air and ether, and then the universe, and less dense or solid forms of matter again, and then connecting us really with all life everywhere, all beings everywhere. So this chant is for that, and to kind of seal what you just kind of worked with through your abdomen, through your power center, through your heart chakra, and making it so. So I'll chant the chant 108 times, and you can just listen along. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. So then we'll just move in to a minute or so of seated meditation, connecting with your breath or a mantra, just really being fully present, fully aligned, and fully connected with the divine, and being an open vessel for divine grace, allowing it to just pour in to every cell in your body. So then I'm just going to close with a short little reading. So you can keep your eyes closed. May you find peace in the promise of the solstice light, that each day forward is blessed with more light, that the cycle of nature, unbroken and true, brings faith to your soul and well-being to you. Rejoice in the darkness, in the silence find rest, and may the days that follow be abundantly blessed. May it be so. Namaste. So we'll close by chanting the sound Om one time, which connects us again with our highest self, the divine God source. So inhale.
Namaste.
Namaste. So let me just stop.